This is one of the great teaching games I've ever seen on explaining how to win a rook and pawn inning. This game never fails to please the experienced and novice player alike. No matter how many times I present this game, it never gets old. The first 26 moves of this game are not particularly important, but the time we start the moves, white has the advantage of an aggressive bishop against a knight. Notice how Capablanca has put all his pawns but one on the opposite color of his bishop. Capablanca's management of the endgame gives the impression of being so natural that one easily forgets the difficulty of such precise play. The difficulty is chiefly psychological. In chess, as in life, one is accustomed to place value on the material factors. That's not easy to conceive the idea of indulging in pawn sacrifices when there's so little available material. That was the great Grandmaster Richard Reddy who was commenting on this game of his colleague. And the position we start with is the position seen on the board here. And in this position, white plays the great move h5. And this takes advantage of his aggressive bishop and also wanting to open up the rook file for his rook. So Black, who's the great Grandmaster Tartakower, who defended this very well, played rook to f6. And Capablanca now followed through with his plan to play h takes g6 and h takes g6. And now rook to h1. So he's playing logically to utilize his advantage on the king side and does not concern with the weakness of the queen side, because Capablanca has seen that if he has the rook file and he can march his king up the king side, he will win this game. And that's what happens. Now Black makes a defensive move, which he probably shouldn't have made here. King to h8. And now Capablanca plays rook to h7. And the rook on the 7th rank is worth a pawn in our point count and in chess in general. And most importantly, though, even as importantly as all the pawns that are ripe for taking that are in their original positions on the 2nd rank or 7th rank for white,